It's a big hit. The Turtle Divers have got the ball. They're running it from south to north here at Oaks Oval at the Lismore Aboriginal Rugby League Knockout Carnival. Game 8 of 16 here with you this afternoon. My name's Michael Shaw. On behalf of Mark Goff Media, have we got some rugby league here for you today. Previous match that has just passed, First Davis Memorial versus Dungutty Bundjalung. Dungutty got a win after a late charging Davis Memorial. Didn't just get over the line. As Tweed Connection in the blue and white, smart looking outfit go up against Tabulam. The Turtle Divers in the orange and grey stripe. So play the ball, trick little play coming out by the Tweed Coast Connection crew as they head over to the right hand side of the field, working it back towards the centre. Working the centre of the field, moving over to the left in the hands of, these numbers are a bit tricky to read, it looks like James Learock.
This should be a really good game actually. I've seen both these teams win knockout carnivals here before, so among the top teams here again, these two.
They look pretty schmick in that outfit, I reckon. I like.
Yeah, Tweed. Yeah. Tweed always have that, and then Tabulam. They're always in that orange. You know when you see the orange, the Tabulam are here. So yeah.
As we have the 23. I don't have 23 on my sheet yet, but it's gone over and he's kicked it. It's gone long, and I believe it may have been tapped out by a Tabulam player. The Turtle Divers. That's a cool name. Don't mind it. I've had some pretty good turtle soup in my time, and braised turtle in my time living in China. I reckon turtles are good meat, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's a throwback to yesteryear with some of these teams from our old second division Timber Cup games. They used to play Tabulam and Cabbage Tree Island. That was always the big one. So it'd be fitting if they played in a final again, but a long way before they get there this weekend.
Certainly is. We've got a lot of football to play this weekend. Just speaking to couple of legends of the league as that ball looks slightly forward and it's run up there by James Toma, working his way towards as they cross the 50-metre line, and this dude's a big strong fella and gets face planted into the ground. The referee's called up. Is that a trip?
Keep an eye on the halfback here for Tabulam, Tan Robinson. Won a comp with Tweed Coast Raiders last year and went on to play for the Seagulls up there this year. Very good player.
Tan Robinson looks to kick for touch on the western touch line. He does, and he gains valuable metres, putting them in a pretty dangerous position here. 3 minutes in to the first half, 2 20-minute halves here at Oaks Oval for the Lismore Aboriginal Rugby League Knockout Carnival. And the run's taken up just here on this western side of the touch line. Big fella squares up, runs back into the centre. That's Thomas Walker. Plays the ball. They move it right into the hands of Luke Torren.
They look pretty sharp, Tabulam, don't they? Good ball movement there.
Really scampers through, playing around. So Messi plays in the ruck, and they're going to try to force their way over early here. And just might be short of the line as they go to play the ball. They work it left. The big number 8 of Nick McGrady fails just across there, just short.
Last tackle here.
Last tackle, they move it out. Little juggle. It looks good. He might have just got there before the dead ball line. He's got a smile on his face, but he doesn't look too certain.
That's gone off the halfback there. How quick is he?
Pencil points to the line, and we got a try. 4 minutes 19 seconds in. Turtle Divers. Who scored that try? Did we get a glimpse at the number?
I think it might have been the fullback. I'm not 100% sure though.
Fullback would be Alan McKenzie.
He's got the blue boots on there. I think that's him.
They're pretty flash boots. So we'll try to get a visual on the blue boot wearer in a minute and get you his number.
By all means, let us know if we're wrong out there.
Tune in. The Turtle Divers Tabulum Turtle Divers. We got Jeremy Collins going to.
Once again, wouldn't mind either of these jerseys for a bit of a take-home kit, would you?
Oh, I like the blue. How do I get my hand? I'm still fishing for one. I'll give you a team big shout out for a jersey. Plug your chippy company. So this is Jeremy Collins shaping up for the kick. That's number 5. I can see through my thick rimmed glasses. It is. And he is shaping up. Wind seems to have died a little bit. Nice and sunny out there now. Clouds have passed, no longer overcast. He kicks and he likes it. 2 flags up. We're off to a good start here for the Turtle Divers. Tweed Connection, as you've said, you've seen them win a comp here before. So
yeah, seen both these teams win comps here. So
pretty formidable squad.
Probably a shame they're meeting this early in the weekend, but that's the luck of the draw, isn't it?
That's what they say. As we have the Connection shaping up for kickoff, and it's a bit of a short stabbing kick that ends up going the distance, and it's going to be hit up very strong.
Yeah, good run.
Who's up for? He looks familiar. He's got a great mullet haircut. The number 10 of Daniel Ross. He looks pretty fierce. As Tabulam get up over the 30-metre line, and they're struggling. They're fighting for it, fighting for every metre.
That looks like a Lanston out there for Tabulam too in the centres.
It's Grant Stevens, but it's Guy Lanston in 3.
Yeah, right, jeez. Oh, Daniel Ross up the middle here.
And
Daniel Ross
just strides away, doesn't he?
He's like a big Corey Oates there, isn't he? Just galloping.
Didn't it look like he was really stretching those legs out? And geez, a bit of a...
Yeah, there's a bit of a Tweed Coast Raiders connection here. You got the halfback that played there last year, Guy Lanston out in the centres, and then big Daniel Ross, he's pretty versatile, Daniel Ross. I've seen him play anywhere from fullback to front row, so he is a very dangerous player, but a lot of it will come off the halfback here. But yeah, geez, they would look like a pretty... I know I say this every game, but they'd be up there with the better teams here for sure.
Here goes the referee. Has a chat to the Tweed Coast players.
Good to see Pencil out there too.
It is. It's always good to see him. Still got it. Just the Tweed Coast players just wrapped around the ankles there and pulled up 10 metres out from his own line. The big fella juts back in, runs, shaping up towards a defensive line. Hard to pull him down. I reckon that's a one-on-one strip. Is that not? Or was it 2 people in it? I thought one player fell off.
Let him play it, yeah. Jeez, it was close, wasn't it?
Yeah. Plays back. Good initiative there by the Tabulam players. They're trying to win it everywhere they can on this. In the play, the ball in the ruck, and that kick goes towards the sideline, but it's just caught in by the fullback, who does well to avoid getting turned on his head, Alan McKenzie there. He's tackled 30 out. So they run around, darting back in, looking for a strip. He's just still shaking, and they're not haven't called held, and he's still inching his way forward. Breaking the line, great late offload.
Here we go, watch him. Watch Robinson here.
Robinson puts it on the boot, chipping forward. It's a foot race. Tweed Coast Connected players just run out of real estate there, and he's taking the ball into touch.
Can't beat a good offload, can you?
Oh, it's beautiful to watch it. And just a lot of the ball's just been shifting that way, hasn't it? A lot of momentum here, and on Tabulam's behalf.
I really like the look of Tabulam. Really like the look of him, man.
It's only a little. It's out in the sticks behind Wollongbar. Is that correct?
It's a bit of a drive, Tabulam. No, it's more the other way near Casino.
Okay.
There's a race course out there, but had some bad fires there at the start of the year. But
that's what I heard it in the news, and that's a big hit up by the Tabulam.
Yeah, they have once a year the race day out there, Tabulam in November. Always
let's go.
A must see. You can camp out there. Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Once a year, November.
So Aaron Walker's just taken a really hard run up there, and he's spilt the beans, and he's sucking a few in. I think he got pretty solid defence there. He's having to suck up a bit of oxygen.
Not sure how it's happening with Roy Bell. He's definitely coaching, but it doesn't look like he's going to play this year. I don't know if he's injured or... But he's been a good player in this team for a long time. But, you know, if you can have him calling the shots on the bench as coach. Yeah, I think he was NRRRL Coach of the Year for Casino this year. So definitely developing as a coach after being a player for, you know, such a good player for so long.
That's correct. As the as the connection team just get tripped up and wrestled into the ground 40 metres out. They're working their way towards the halfway line, and they're tackled just short or on. Crawled his way over the halfway line. Some of the teammates calling for held down too long as they push him over. Tweed Coast haven't done anything too creative to inspire. He nearly went for the intercept. He had that. That was close. And he's come back and made himself useful with a tackle over the top. Oh, he was on. Good low ankle tackle, puts him down. Got to be the fourth tackle now.
That's a good run.
It is, but he slammed back into the ground around the head. 35 metres out. He's not going to like that.
No.
Gets up, plays it, shrugs it off. Tackled hard, trying to penetrate that line. Haven't been able to do it yet this match. Tweed Coast connection. Nearly called them Raiders as they scuffle through, and there is a knock on.
That's a shame. They were just starting to build there, weren't they?
Right late in the tackle count. At least it wasn't early in the tackle count. There was a lot of one-out stuff. Haven't been able to penetrate the Tabulam line, which would be a little bit disconcerting, but early days.
Yeah, no need to panic yet.
Nope. Turtle Divers got the ball. Do know how quick these games go.
If you're going to turn it over anyway, may as well be down there.
Turtle Divers to feed the scrum. Tane Robinson. How do you pronounce it?
I reckon I've pronounced it about 3 different ways over the last few years, but Tane, I think Tane is probably the closest one to what I can think.
All right. I'm not going to you then. As they work it short side. Fella going from dummy half. Ooh, good hop, skip and a jump. That's Eddie O'Connor. Nearly had the ball raked out from him. They go dummy short side again. Guy Lanston there. Just crashes over halfway. They're coming back to the open side now through a few sets of hands. Eventually, Aaron Avery is tackled and pushed back into his own half. They go short side once again to the big fella, and he's good. Michael Jordan, eat your heart out, number 23. Can't see 23 on here, but they're going short side again. They keep working there. Put the kick up, crossfield, big high kick, right into the hands of the Tweed Coast Connection player, and then tackled around the bootlaces. Right in front, just to the left of the uprights, 9 metres out, little dummy pass, scurry, tackle, 20 out. Tweed Coast to play it here, running from dummy again, but good tackle by the first marker, only gains 4 metres. Dummy right, goes left, left goes right.
Yeah, good run. Ooh.
And just put it on the
Play
deck,
on.
there's still play on, not
Definitely
a knock
play on.
on. He's quick, this fella. Oh, jeez.
Oh. What's he got in for the first or the second one, you reckon?
I know. He's lucky not to get a bloody knuckle sandwich too from some of the Tweed Coast Connection players as he just kind of swung his arm unnecessarily into that tackle 2 times, and yeah, as we say, just gives away a penalty for no gain.
Yeah, perfect chance here for Tweed to put some points on the board.
They're probably a bit far out for the 2. They're going to kick for touch and try to inflict 6 points onto the opposition scoreline. And that's not a bad kick for touch. Puts them 15 metres out with a full set of 6.
Let's see what they can do, eh?
Does big fella runs up.
Oh, just chopped.
Legs chopped in half. But they're only 10 metres out now.
Fella.
Big fan. He's going all the way.
Oh, he got it down.
That's a try.
He got it down eventually.
Very close. Held up. Oh, God. Oh, he's unlucky there, the big fella. Thought he had that. Who's that? That's big Vincent Smith. I heard there's a few Smiths in this connection squad. Might be the connection. Tackled. Could be what? Third? Fourth now. This will be the fourth. Payne stepping back on the inside. Scurries around. Lloyd's being put down, but had to give in eventually. 9 meters out. Going left. Cutting out. Big couple of cutout passes. Running back to the center. Nowhere to go. Falls over. Offloads off the ground. Goes right, ball goes to the ground, through the legs again, bolt. Messy. Want to fix it up, 5th and last here now. Put themselves back into place. Kick's going to go up here, little chipper in the corner. Leaped and just eventually pulled down by Guy Lanston.
Yeah, need a bit more juice on that, didn't he?
Just a bit. Lanston, they go short side. They're really working that short side today. He's going to be picked up, and they can't figure out what to do with him, but eventually it's just ground into the ground 11 metres out from his own, 21 metres out, sorry, from his own try line. Try to work it out of their own end zone here. It's the Turtle Divers. Have you had turtle before, Mitch?
No, I haven't.
It's great. Soft shell turtle soup. They're up to 35 out. Coming straight, running hard, dummies, goes himself. No one can tackle.
So elusive.
Yep.
Oh, and that hurts.
Has he lost it? No.
Yeah, this is a good chance for Tabulam to get up some more points on here before half time.
What happened there? Just a bit of extra.
Bit of a flop.
Yep. Extra flopping around the tackle when not necessary. Trying to inflict a bit of intimidation on the opposition. He's got to kick it from right in the center of the field and gets touch. 32 meters out. So good field position here for Tabulam with a full set of 6. Already up 6-0. Some of the previous games, if you're just joining us, Cabbage Tree Island got the win over the Carmel Leader Warriors. The Tinga Warriors got a win over the Mully Warriors. And the Mission Brothers got a win over the Northern Storm. The Kabui Connection just got one over the Ironbark Warriors due to first try scored. The Minjibar Hawks got a flogging put on them by Greg Inglis's Wall Street Warriors. And Lismore Wanderers got a win over Bulliganyara. And just in the previous match, Jingadi Bunjalung got a win over Davis Memorial.
No, they're going to take the 2 here. Very strategic.
Yeah, smart. Why not? It's not that easy to penetrate this line. Oh, look at the yellow strip warming up in the background.
That's good, isn't it?
That's cool. That's bright. That looks like Australia's soccer uniform.
Yeah, we've got the Socceroos here apparently.
Oh, wow. They look pretty schmick. I want to see the Davis Memorial shirts up close.
Yeah, they were pretty cool too, weren't they?
Yeah.
Bit of South Sydney about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they had South Sydney socks, I think, too.
Yeah, no, they look very nice.
As Tabulam line up to try to extend their lead to 8 points. The same Jeremy Collins is going to look to make it 2 from 2. Right in front, should be no problemo for him. Lines up. Taking his time. Is the clock still going? I mean, you would take your time, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they just want to get...
Oh, he's missed it.
Oh, no.
Oh, do you reckon though? No, it wasn't deliberate, obviously. But they're in here for a try-scoring opportunity. They didn't quite pick it up. It's a knock-on by Tabulam.
He wouldn't be able to do that again if he tried. That's just a freakish outcome there.
It'd be pretty, like, if you were that much of a gun and you got the kick, got it back to your bloke score to try, that'd be pretty slick.
That's a bad result there for Tabulam.
Very bad. Very. Oh, no, they've got the ball.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so not the worst.
Well, it might pay dividends if they get some points on here. But yeah, I don't think that would have been the plan.
No, a bit ambitious. As Tabulam feed the ball into the scrum right in front of the uprights, 10 metres out. They're 6 points in front. They kick on the first right into their hands. They're playing some ritzy football, but it hasn't quite paid off there. Right on the halftime siren is why they kicked it. Makes sense. And Tweed Connection are going to run it out, and that's halftime, folks. We'll be back with you in a second for the second half. Tweed Connection versus Tabulam Turtle Divers. Kick-off here in the second half with the Tabulam Turtle Divers kicking south to the south end to Tweed Connection. We've got a big run. Oh,
he's a big boy, isn't he?
He is a big boy, but he had a big shot put on him. As another crushing tackle by the Tabulam. They're coming out here with real intent here. They're not letting Tweed Coast Connection getting any sort of roll on as they keep driving them back. Once again, take you another 10 metres. It's been called held, so they're going to bring it back to the spot. Still pretty tough stuff from Tabulam there as they play the ball, and Tweed Coast just dropping that. Bit of a lackluster start there from Tweed.
Yeah, not what they wanted, definitely.
6 down. They want to put some points on the board soon. These games do not go for long. We have 20 minutes remaining before we have the final knockout match. And then we've only got 1, 2, 3, 5. So 6 games left today. Boys and girls, stay strapped in. I'm sure you're enjoying the coverage wherever you are. Tabulam are in a very precarious, very dangerous situation for Tweed Coast Connection here. As Tabulam get it up to close to 15 metres out. That's Reek Roberts forcing his way forward. That's Big Thomas Walker in 11. Getting over the 10-metre line. They're working it right through 2 sets of hands. Nick McGrady just gonna creep over, and he's held up 1 metre shy. Go left, cut out pass, back inside to the big number 10 of Daniel Ross. Working it left.
Oh, great hands. Great hands there out wide.
Right off the shoelaces, could have let it bounce, didn't. That's Alan McKenzie, the fullback. They don't know what to do with it. They go short side. Running onto the ball is what they needed. Flicked it back inside, but the touch, he's got his flag up.
Massive let off there.
Was a big let off. They're still not in a good spot. Tweed Coast are still bunkered down in their own danger zone here, so they're going to need something. They don't want some of those fluffy balls where they just throw it. Oh, they just get carried back. That kind of went above horizontal there, and he's lost a boot to match. Big fella. They can't seem to make much of an indentation. They're not getting much speed up. So trying to get him to the ground. They can't. Somebody's right goes left. Same again. Crush. Not much happening here for Tweed Connection as they're trapped in their own half. Go to right. Big front rower takes a good run up the centre. He's put on his back. Gets up. Play the ball. They come left. Could have been forward. Tackled around the legs. Playing the ball, going right. They've got numbers. Here's
here we go.
Speed man. He fends off one. Here it's 5th and last. They've got to do something with it here. one
Keep that
just
ball
goes to ground. Well, something in the back half of that set came together, and at least they got down the other end.
Yeah, they started to look slick there on play 4 or 5, didn't they? But they probably just need to get some sort of kick on that, maybe a bomb or something, just to try and force an area out of Tabulam. There he is, big guy Lanston.
He's big, got a big fend, but brought down back just on his 30-metre line. Guy Lanston to play the ball. Going left. Tabulam. It's Cody Hart. Plays the ball. Jitters. Running from dummy is Eddie O'Connor. And he's made a break. And he's
pencil
all
scored play on here.
He has, okay. He's made a great break there. Eddie O'Connor. They're right up. Got looking for holes. Guy Lanston gets it. He wears that fend back on the inside.
Oh, great defence.
Lovely tackle there on Grant Stevens.
He's forced the error too. That's a great shot there.
Needed that.
Great shot.
Classic tackle. Seen a lot of good old school footy tackles here. A lot of old school rugby league kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, there's some serious shoulders in some of those tackles, isn't there?
Yeah, and just a great where you pick them up and drive them tackles.
Yeah.
Hit them right on the pivot point.
Yep.
NRRRL now, it's all about kind of going for the ball. And
Yeah, there hasn't been much wrestle here, has there? It's been great. Just classic old-fashioned footy tackles.
Yeah. This Tweed connection have got to find a way out of their own half here and try to apply some pressure to Tabulam at the other end. There's 15 minutes left in this game. Tweed Coast feed the scrum, goes through. And
He's looking dangerous out there, isn't he?
Very. Yeah, they are. See, they should be working that side of what held. What's happened here? Connection might have got a penalty. Ansell's having a wander over. He's going to have a talk. What's he going to say?
I don't know. Scrum feed to... Oh, that's... Yeah, okay. Well, Touchy might have got him for a forward pass. I'm not sure.
Well, it looks like a Tabulam feed of the scrum. Not what Tweed need here with not too much longer in the game. There is time, but
that's a...
there we go. What a great pick up there by the big fella Tyler Hickley. Great play. That big danger zone there for Tweed connection.
Oh, big time.
Doesn't like the...
Now, I was just about to say, if they can jag a penalty here, they'll be going well, and they have. So, you know, it's all in their court now. This is probably when they got a strike. I think a lot of this, if you can jag a penalty out of your own half, it's a massive boost, isn't it?
Big time.
Oh, here we go. I'm going to have to get someone, the crowd are getting a bit excited here.
Not much of an angle to work with there as Tweed Coast connection. Work it just in front of the 50-metre line. There's a bit of intent with this run here. Classic tackle once again. That's on. Lee Hodges felt the brunt of that tackle.
It's just hit and drive, isn't it?
Here we are. That's a good run. Keep going, big fella. Gets up. Going good. This is better from Tweed connection. This is where they need to be, and they've got another penalty here for flying around the play the ball. Quick tap. Oh. What's it go? When can you get away with a quick tap and when can't you?
Well, yeah, the ref's got to give the mark, so he obviously wasn't there, but it's such a fine line, isn't it?
Yeah. As they get into the 10, within 10 metres, 8 metres out, they're working it to their left-hand side. The big 22 who made that great play down the other end of the park. He is, and he can get an arm out.
Great ball.
Here we go, the speed man over on their right-hand side. Wow, funky chip. Too much juice on it. Did that come off Tasman player or just
no? Too much.
Bit of a shame there.
The 7 tackle set, that's a killer here too, actually, isn't it?
It is. Gives Tabulam a lot to work with to get out of their own end of the park.
No one's had it easy in any of these games, have they? Everyone's had to work for their win, haven't they?
They sure have. Oh,
apart from the Wall Street game, yeah.
They kind of had it pretty easy. Yeah, it's a pretty good format, really. This 20-minute halves,
isn't it?
It's fast. It's got a bit of the sevens feel to it.
It does, for sure.
but then you slammed on his back. But then you still do have. I think his time is such an urgency.
Yeah.
That's what gives it that extra
For sure.
bit of excitement. Do they have a shortened version? Like, I reckon this is a more exciting form of rugby league than trying to shorten the 80-minute game into 7s, or what do they play, 10s or something?
More 9s when they do that for
Nines,
league.
that's it, yeah. I like this.
Yeah.
Because you still get the different positions all over the field.
Yeah, for sure.
But then your big fellas can just go hard.
It's pretty inclusive, isn't it?
Yeah. Where 9s would be smaller,
Yeah.
faster players.
And we're getting guys in some of these teams that might not necessarily still be playing rugby league all year round.
Also, because you only have to go for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Apart from, 70 and 80 minutes
sure.
reserves and things. Yeah, I reckon it's a great format. What other are there other comps like this? These 20-minute half comps?
So there's a few knockouts. There's the big New South Wales one coming up in a few weeks.
And so all knockouts are this format.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So a lot of the good teams today, they'll be using this as a warm-up before the New South Wales one on the long weekend in October. Okay. On the Central Coast, I think. I was talking to Ash Moran last week, and I think he said already 64 teams have nominated. So that's a big one. Yeah.
How many can they hold?
Oh, good question. Probably not 64, I wouldn't think.
64 is a ton. They must be playing in a couple of fields.
Yeah, it's played over 3 days. I think it's somewhere on the Central Coast, so it'd be a nice location. And
that'd be fun.
Yeah. Bit of decent prize money, but yeah.
That'd be cool. I'll go watch that.
But this Lismore one's really starting to take off the last couple of years.
Yep. And do they welcome teams from all over, do you know?
Yeah, I know. I think it's sort of still capped at 20 teams.
Okay.
But it sort of outgrew Byron pretty quick, and then it outgrew Crozier next door. So now it's sort of it's just onwards and upwards every year, I think, isn't it?
Yep. So get down here. We've kind of been stuck up here in the commentary box the whole day, but I am looking forward to one of my esteemed colleagues to take over. I might go for a walk and have a look around.
Festival-like atmosphere, isn't it?
It is. Great fun. And it's good. There's no grog here, which makes it nice, I reckon, to be honest.
It's a good family event.
Yeah.
You can sit on the hill. The hill looks all right over there, nice and fresh.
Beautiful, yeah. There's a coffee cart here and things for the kids to do. And it's just a bit of a stalemate here so far. There's not too long to go. We're in the final quarter of the game. 9 minutes left to play. Tweed Connection really need to do something soon if they want to get some points on the board. As Tabulam work it right. Oh, just ducks under that tackle there. The kicker. 5. Jeremy Collins plays the ball. Guy Lanston. Centre of field. No, it's not. They work it left. Big hit up by
good run,
Nick
great
McGrady.
run.
Makes a bust, the big number 8. And he's got a boot to match it. Good bounce. Grounds the ball, but just 40 centimetres too deep. Great athleticism by the big number 8 there.
That was much harder than it looked. For a big fella to be at speed and still get a kick away like that nearly led to a try.
Is it full tilt?
Oh, yeah, massive effort.
Tweed Coast Connection. Grind it out up to the 30-metre line. Boom, good.
They're not going away, Tweed.
They definitely are not. Yeah, it's still anybody's game here. But just the trick for Tweed is they really need to score twice here, because if they get a try, they still get knocked out.
It must be a psychological thing, that for sure.
Yes. It's so vital to score first.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a stats person here, but I wonder if any of these teams have come from behind so far today. Not many have, I don't remember. No. So you really want to get out there and put your...
Yeah, I suppose you want to receive, get down there, get a try in the first couple of minutes, and then,
Quite important. As one of the Tweed Connection players is getting attention on the 40-metre line. No, sorry, it's a Tabulam player.
It's a big fella.
It's the big kicker, the chip and chaser. Big Nick McGrady. Hopefully he's okay. He looks like he's getting called off, which is a shame. Hopefully he can partake in the rest of the day. And as he said, it's part of these knockout competitions is all the the injuries and being able to sustain.
Yeah, it becomes a bit of a war zone on Sunday when you look at who's right to go and who's done hemis or who's got skin off. It's just it's a real battle of attrition.
And even if you are out there, you're pretty bashed up and worn out.
Yeah. Yeah, no. By the time the final rolls around, everyone's running on adrenaline.
As the scrum's packed here and Tweed Connection on feet here, they've got an opportunity here. They've just dropped it and goes in the hands of Tabulam. Oh, bit of bump and shove. He's felt that one as he sucks in. Luke Torrey takes a few deep breaths in there. Tabulam working it out. Guy Lanston shuffles his way forward. Penalty called to Tabulam.
Big chance to put some points on here.
Yeah, probably, I haven't kept score of all the games, but one of the low scoring games so far. As we kick for touch, puts them in good field position. Just a few heads hanging a bit lower in the Tweed Connection crew.
Yeah, pressure's right on them, isn't it?
Sure is. Right now, it flicks and changes, and each point is so important, and you don't have much time to get back. He's not really fighting to get up there. Hooker's calling for a penalty for laying in the play of the ball, but if you're not showing the referee you really want it, then he's probably not going to give it. So play left again, and just tackled and hurt not hurt, just hit in the play, late in the tackle count. I don't want to get up. Putting his knee in his
he's flirting with danger there.
Oh yeah. And is he?
Yeah,
that's a try. He's got it down. The big Grant Stevens may have wrapped it up. Pencil points to the spot. Brings it up to 10 points to 0 with a kick to come. Meaning that Tweed Connection would need to score 3 times to
I think Big
get
Stumpy
in the lead.
Stevens had scored there. I think he might have captain coached South Grafton to a premiership, so there's a fair bit of ability in this team. Guy that's played a lot of footy. Got the knee heavily strapped, had a few injuries, but still a pretty imposing force there by the look of him.
So, captain, would he still be playing in the?
I think he still plays for South Grafton.
Okay.
But he's had a good few years up there. I think they won 2 comps the last couple of years. So you chuck him in with the Tweed guys and a couple of those other guys. Pretty impressive format, this one.
As
they've got a fair support crew down there on the bench too.
Well, all of these teams, normally it's capped at 18 or something, but I'm having to turn the page over 2 or 3 times. There's 27 players. They probably allow more players for injury or something, or just whatever.
A bit more relaxed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume it's unlimited interchange, but I don't know for sure. But you see in the past, a dad might come on and play 3 or 4 minutes with his sons or something like that, or yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Inspiring. Finally, I had a knee that worked. Might get out there. Don't know how these guys do it. It's pretty hard, Yakko.
Yeah. This style of footy, this time of year, I don't know. It'd be tough.
Especially after full season, right? You'd be ready just to go on, on a holiday in Bali. Well,
the teams that didn't make finals, they've been out of season for a good month or so, haven't they?
Oh, short kickoff. Tweed Coast here is going to go the 10. It's not, and it bounces out on the full. That may have been Tweed Connection's last roll of the dice. And the Turtle Divers up 12 points to 0 with possession and 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think with Wall Street, Cabbage Tree Island, and this Tabulam team, and Dungutty.
Dungutty look hard.
There's going to be some pretty good games tomorrow.
Certainly is. Greg Inglis scoring a couple of tries for the Wall Street Warriors. What do you reckon Wall Street means? Do you reckon they're being corporate American bankers?
Yeah, I don't know if they've got a sponsorship over there in New York or, yeah. I think they're a regular here, though. The name sounds familiar, so I think they've been here. The Maxfield crew or the Kempsey crew, wherever they're based. But, yeah.
Let's Tweed Connection, see if they can put any points on the board. Really good umbrella defence there by the Turtle Divers, coming in and just oppressing the Tweed Connection. They try to work it out, but they're not getting anywhere, and they're passing backwards, and the defence is just coming up and meeting them every time.
Ooh.
A few pats on the head for the connection boys.
Yeah, good to see.
Just over a minute left to play. Tabulam with the ball, scrum feed. Tabulam ball is
I think it's a Tabulam ball, yeah.
so we'll see.
And like this as well, there's probably some teams that haven't had much of a training session or haven't had a chance to get together before this, so a lot of them are probably just coming in, for, a bit cold, but...
That's what I think. So that's what Les Roberts from Cabbage Tree, he was saying they had 3 hit outs.
That's probably about as good as you're going to get this time of year, trying to get blokes together.
Gutty looks slick.
Yeah.
Here we go. Tabulam to
great
put
try.
the icing on the cake. Great try there.
He's been solid all game, the young fullback.
Oh, yeah. Alan McKenzie's been very involved in it all. There they go. Great convincing win by the Turtle Divers over the Tweed connection.
Yeah, well, if Cabbage Tree won the last 2 years, I reckon Tabulam nearly must have won the year before that, because I remember covering it. So it's not ancient history. Only 2 or 3 years ago they last won. So
next up after this, we have Stony Gully going up against the Out Black Warriors, which is the final game of the first hit out, and then we get into final type football.
Got any women's games today, or is that all tomorrow?
I heard about the women's game. I can't see any women's game on my sheet here, but I'm not sure how comprehensive this is.
I think it's an eight-team comp, so they might get through that one quickly tomorrow morning. And I think there's a junior game tomorrow and another one with the Titans disability squad. They're going to play at an invitational. That was huge last year. That was really popular last year. So
we have the final kick to come by the Turtle Divers, which if they get this, it'll be 18-0 as we go for a quick break. Coming up next, Stony Gully versus the Out Black Warriors.